Hello everyone. In this video, let us recap some of our concepts of polynomials. Let us look at the numbers 5, minus 4, minus half. These can be called as constants. Do you know what x, y, m, 3q and 5z are called? They are called as variables. Why they are called as variables? Because they can be assigned different numerical values like 1, minus 1, 50, 100 or even 0. Now suppose if I have to find the circumference of a circle. Can you recall this formula? Yes, it is c equal to 2 pi r, where c is the circumference of the circle and r is the radius. 2 and pi are the constants here because pi will take the value of 22 by 7 or 3.14. For r, if I put different values, say 1, 2, 5 or 10, then we will get different circumferences. So c and r are the variables and 2 and pi are the constants. Now let us look at this expression, x square plus 2 by 3x minus 1. This is an algebraic expression or it is a polynomial. This is an algebraic expression. Now let us define an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is variables and constants that are separated by plus, minus, multiplication or division. Now can you differentiate between a polynomial and an algebraic expression? In a polynomial, the variables has only non-negative integral powers. That is, the exponents of the variables have whole numbers and not negative numbers or fractions. Let us now look at the expression z plus 3 by z. Is this a polynomial? And is this a polynomial? We can write this as z plus 3z raised to minus 1. This can be written as 5m raised to half plus 7. Here we can see that the exponent of z is minus 1 and here the exponent of m is half. So both of them are not whole numbers and so they are also not polynomials. They are algebraic expressions. But if we have x square plus 2x minus 1, this is a polynomial. This variable x has power 2, this variable x has power 1. The powers of the variables are whole numbers, so this is a polynomial. Let us now look at this polynomial. Do you know what are the variables over here? The variable over here is x. The constant for the given polynomial is 5. The coefficient of x square we can see here is 2, and let us find the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is 1. Let us now look at this polynomial 3x raised to 4 plus 5x cube plus 2x minus 4. This polynomial has one variable, that is x. Highest power of the variable is 4. Hence 4 is called as the degree of this polynomial. Now based on the degree of the polynomials are classified into different types. The first type of polynomial is a linear polynomial. In the linear polynomial, the highest degree of the polynomial is 1. We can see here in all the 4 examples, the degree of the polynomial is 1. Hence this is a linear polynomial. The general form of the linear polynomial is ax plus b. Let us look at these examples. Here the highest degree is 2. Hence this is called as a quadratic polynomial. And the general form will be ax square plus bx plus c. Let us look at these examples. Here the highest degree is 3. Hence these are examples of cubic polynomial. The general form of the cubic polynomial will be ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. This polynomial has degree 4 and it is called as a biquadratic polynomial. If we have a polynomial just like 5 or minus 1 or maybe 10, then this is called as a constant polynomial because the polynomial has only one term, which is a constant. Do you know what is the degree of a constant polynomial? Suppose if we take the constant polynomial as 5, then 5 can be written as 5x raised to 0. We know any variable or number when it raised to 0, it's 1. So this is actually 5 into 1. So we have not made any change to our constant polynomial. Here we can see that the degree is 0. So for a constant polynomial, the degree is always going to be equal to 0. Let us understand the concept of value of a polynomial at a given point. Let us take an example for this. P of x equal to x square plus 5x plus 1. Let us find the value of P of x at x equal to minus 1 and at x equal to 0. First, to find the value of the polynomial at x equal to minus 1, we look for x in the given polynomial and substitute it with minus 1. So we have minus 1 the whole square plus 5 into minus 1 plus 1, which is equal to 1 minus 5 plus 1, which is equal to minus 3. Now let us find the value of the polynomial at x equal to 0. So P of 0 will be equal to 0 square plus 5 into 0 plus 1, which is equal to 1. Hence we can see that the value of the polynomial at x equal to minus 1 is minus 3 and at x equal to 0 it is 1. So we can say that if P of x is the polynomial in x and alpha is a real number, then the value obtained by putting x equal to alpha in P of x is called as the value of P of x at x equal to alpha. Let us now understand zeros of the polynomial. For this also we'll take an example. P of x equal to x square minus 2x minus 3. We have to find the value of P of x at x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 3. So we find P of minus 1 equal to minus 1 the whole square minus 2 into minus 1 minus 3, which is equal to 1 plus 2 minus 3, which is equal to 0. Similarly, P of 3 will be equal to 3 square minus 2 into 3 minus 3, which is equal to 9 minus 6 minus 3, which is equal to 0. So here we can say at x equal to minus 1 and at x equal to 3, our P of x is equal to 0. So minus 1 and 3 are the zeros of the polynomial. A real number k is called the zeros of the polynomial P of x if P of k is equal to 0. Let us talk more about zeros of the polynomial in the next video. To understand maths concepts, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel or you can join our personalized one-to-one online coaching. For maths study material, class 9 and 10 students can log into our website schoolexamprep.in or you can WhatsApp or call 944-890-8726. Thanks for watching.